So like this is a month that we wait for the entire year to come. My childhood.
Yes.
uh, but it comes from within. So you, if you believe in something, you will.
Yeah. And you're working in the healthcare sector, so are you related to medicine? I'm good too. And what were you doing?
Before this, like I was having another conversation on a
Okay.
different platform. So that
Oh,
was over the call. That was
oh,
not a video call. There is another altogether a different platform.
all
So
right.
that we're taking sessions on that platform too. So that happens on the over the call. So yeah, right after that, I got okay. It's 1:40. It's my session.
Okay, so you got time to relax, have water. Oh
No, no. So right now Ramadan. So I'm fasting. I'm a
yes, I got
fast.
you.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. All right. So you'll be eating when the moon comes up in the evening, right?
yeah. It'll be at around 6:48 today. I guess for today the timing is 6:49.
Oh, all right. So how is it? Fasting all day, not even having a drop of water. How is it?
So at times, like you initially, it gets a bit difficult, of course, challenging. So food is not uh, like uh, like e- empty stomach is not the very hard thing. Like for a day, you can actually manage that. But
Yeah.
yeah, like if you talk about the thirst, yeah, so then it becomes a challenge. But slowly and steadily, it becomes a habit.
Right.
And yeah, so the whole aroma and the environment becomes so cheerful, and so like this is a month that we wait for the entire year to come.
Right.
And yeah, so very good.
Okay. So like you fast for 30 days or so, right?
For
Without
30 days.
for 30 days. Oh my God. I can't even imagine not having water for a whole day.
Yeah, and right now, so in this phase it is a bit easy, I should say. Like
Okay.
I have been observing fast since my childhood. But
Yeah.
when, like, even in my school days, like when we were kids, and in summers, in peak summers, I used to observe fast and used to go to school, and
Okay.
while observing fast used to play and everything, then used to
Right.
drink, of course. So, and when I used to go to the office, of course, still I have always been like I have always kept fast. So
Okay. So, I mean, how do you get that power to not have water the whole day? What do you think in your mind? Like, what is going on in your mind at that time?
So now I can say that it has become a habit that you have to do it because I have been doing it since my childhood.
Yes.
Uh, but it comes from within. So if you believe in something, you will of course certainly do it. And you pray, you refrain yourself from any like watching any bad things, uh, telling a lie, or or for that matter doing any wrong habit. So you refrain yourself from doing all those stuff. And this is, so what we have been told, that this is not the month. So like the regime that we follow in this particular month, if we are able to follow the same regime, or not the fasting of course, but apart from that, the things which we refrain ourselves from, if we are able to follow this throughout the year, so it'll be very good, and we become a better person, a better human being, if we are able to follow that.
About self-control, right?
Self control, yeah.
Okay.
See, like
Yes.
self control is one thing. If we get that self control, we can become a better, like we can become better human beings. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, the other day I was having a conversation about the same thing to a friend, and he said, yeah, it is about like we fast for 14 hours every day.
Yeah,
So
14, 15 hours. Yeah. And peak summers, it is like for 16, 17 hours. Yeah. So it goes very long. Yeah. And the time keeps on increasing.
okay.
The morning time keeps on decreasing, and the evening time keeps on increasing.
Oh,
So
oh,
the
oh.
sahari, we call, yeah. So the day
Okay.
keeps on increasing day by day. Yeah. But
So
it becomes habitual.
and on the last day, or after the last day, there is Eid, right? After
Yes,
Ramzan.
yeah. So Eid is something that we It's a celebration of Ramadan, that we
Okay.
have kept all the fast,
Yeah.
and so it is like a celebration that we buy clothes and all. Yeah. So then we meet each other.
And I'm about to have tea, so please spare me for this because tea is waiting.
Oh, of course, not a problem. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 that is fine.
Yeah. Did you
Okay.
see the session document today? No? Okay. I'll tell you. It is about medicines. Easy.
Medicines. Okay.
And you're working in the healthcare sector. So are you related to medicines?
Uh no. So our it is like we deal with insurance companies. So so our work is that we analyze claims which are being denied from the insurance's end. So we are the providers for them. So first we analyze why they have denied the claim, and we
Mm-hmm.
have our different departments which uh, are actually from science background, which they have done coding and everything from the physician review team. So the first analysis we do, that why the claim has been denied, whether the claim was being billed correctly or not. Then we, if it requires, if we think on the first go that we don't have to send this claim to another department, we really need to directly get in touch with insurance. So then we get in touch with them. Or if
Okay.
it requires further analysis, then we move the claim to another teams, like so to other teams. Sorry, to physician review teams, coding teams, or so forth and so on.
Okay. All right. So since we're talking about insurance, do you think and do you think it's important? Do you think you believe in medical and healthcare insurance?
So there is another thing that in our religion it is prohibited. So taking an insurance is not allowed. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
taking an insurance or taking interest on anything, it is not allowed.
Okay.
Taking that bima policies, everything, these are not allowed at all.
Mhm.
So like the concept it is that you believe in Almighty God, and
Okay.
he's there, he has given you mind, and trust him. you know
Hmm.
don't plan everything uh, be- beforehand, because you don't know what is going to happen next. So the insurance is all, that is why these are. So what happens, so let's say I'm working in a healthcare company, so I automatically get the insurance, the health insurance for me,
Yeah.
for 2-3 lakhs.
Yeah.
So god forbid if I get ill, so then of course I can avail that. But having said that, it is prohibited taking a. So it has been given to me, so I did not proactively go and ask for it.
Hmm.
It is not being, so it'll be wrong if I certainly go ahead and proactively ask for it, that yes, I want to take the insurance. It'll be wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, insurance is, yeah. Having said that, I will say that still it is fine, you can certainly go ahead. Of course you can go for it, but yeah, the first thing first is that take care of your health. And yeah, that is the most important thing, that no one should you know see the hospital, like get that like in that phase to go to the hospital. And of course, like there are some like these things that which are actually beyond our control.
That's true. But these health insurance and medical insurance, I guess, for the worst case scenarios, right? When
Worst case scenarios, yeah. And in abroad, because in a healthcare, so I'm working in a US healthcare insurances. So there, of course, you will be aware of it, that their medical is way too like exorbitantly like prices are exorbitantly high. So
true.
so they have to take the insurances even for dental
Hmm.
things as well.
Yeah.
For yeah, so even dental is very high, like the prices are way too high. So yeah, there they cannot live without having the insurances. But yeah, it's still in India, still in India as well, like
Hmm.
the surgery is very expensive. It's way
Hmm.
too expensive, like if you go for big hospitals like uh, Fortis and all, Max and all, these are very. But still, I would say that of course these, like there are some things which are actually beyond our control. Like
Right.
one should take care of his or her health. Yeah,
Okay.
that should be the main thing. Yeah.
Right. We were talking about that it is very expensive and costly in abroad. So, as an Indian and for an Indian, what would you say that is it important to have such insurance?
See, there you have to have that,
Hmm.
and of course there'll be things which I might be not aware of. But as
Okay.
I have been working in their US process, so I'm aware of there they cannot live without it,
Hmm.
because they also like, it is like from here it is like their life, like it seems very hunky and dory, but we once we talk to them, especially the old people, then we get to know that how hard their life is. Like they cannot uh, even afford a maid there. Of course maids there are way too expensive. Only the people who are way too rich, only those people can afford the maids and all. So they're in abroad. So yeah, these are the things. And if I compare it with here in India, still we can, there are government hospitals and everything. And of course there as well, Medicare is there, Medicare, Medicaid. These are like these facilities are there, like if you are above 60 plus, so then you get these facilities. But still they have to take the insurance. Without availing the insurance, without availing Medicare, Medicaid services, they cannot survive actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But in India we can survive without taking the insurance. we
Okay.
we can, we can certainly, because like there are government hospitals as well. Even AIMS is such a good hospital. Of course it is always crowded. Why it has always been crowded? Because it is, of course it is almost free, and it is not very expensive. Even if you go for surgery, it is not that expensive in AIMS. So
Okay.
that is why. And the best of doctors are there.
Right.
The practices that they do. So like if a doctor practices in AIMS, so that doctor is being considered in the very like a very top shot
Yeah.
doctor.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So you would say it's not very important. It's a
Here
choice you
in
want to
India,
have.
like we can survive without taking an insurance in India. We can.
Okay. All right. So